Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now we're not doing the usual stuff today. We're not looking at model railways. We're not looking at simulated train games on the computer. We are looking at this little contraption right here. Now before I go into detail about what it is and why it's here, I guess we should run that intro, shouldn't we? Well, here we are guys, and I guess I have my good friend Laurie of LMM to thank for this purchase. I was doing my usual late night scroll through TEMU, see what goodies were on there, and this turned up. And I saw it, I saw the price, I thought, it's not a steam engine, it's a hot air engine. And for those of you, if you don't know the difference, essentially steam engines involve pressurized water being turned to steam, and this forces a piston to move, going through a crank and causing rotation. So the pistons push back in, pressure builds, and so on and so forth. Now, the mechanics are largely similar with a hot air engine, except here we have a tube that has air. The air in this gets heated up, which then expands and pushes the piston out. This is replaced with cool air, and the piston is moved back in. Hot air expands again, back and forth, back and forth. So no high pressure, no need for safety valves or anything like that. It's just heated air, essentially. So I saw this and it was less than the price of ordering a Chinese takeaway. So an object from TEMU that costs less than food from that country and is functional, I was hoping, at least. I had no guarantee that this would be functional, which is why you can see some discoloration here, because I have actually run it up. I've run it up twice now, in fact, because I recorded this first time and my little mic here didn't want to communicate with the camera on my phone, and so there was no audio. Excellent. So yeah, what can I tell you about it? Not a lot, actually. It's got some very shiny gold effect plating. I don't think it's actual gold. I would be stunned if it is, especially for the price. Yeah, it's just single piston, very simple. It does have a USB cable on it, which it comes with this light wand, which you just plug in thus. And there is a color changing LED on the back. So all great stuff. Now, you may be thinking, oh, what else could you power off this? And I thought the same, and I thought, I'll test it. You know, the question's always been burning. Would it power much? Well, I connected it to my phone during the initial run-up, and my phone didn't even register it as charging. There was no little lightning to say it was charging, nothing. So you really don't get a lot of electrical power out of these. But having run it up, I was figuring, what if I could take the little motor out, and if I rotate this, so this little pulley wheel here, what if that was connected to something? Could we power something mechanically? Now that's going to be something to going to way in the future. I've got a model railway show coming up in 2 weeks at Greetham, down near Liss, where another of my good friends is local to there. Loz, who you will have also seen in LMM videos. So I'm going down to his neck of the woods and playing with the NTMA modular railway. So I will post a link down to whereabouts and when that's going to be. So if you watch this before that goes and takes place and you're local, or it's within a reasonable drive, come down and see us. We'd love to have you there. But anyway, as I say, I've got that to prepare for. I've got modules to be built. I've got so much going on. So the whole Can This Power Something will be later in the year at the earliest, if ever. But anyway, moving on. So how is it powered? Well, you have this little pot here, which is, it says 3/4 fillet. I've gone a little above that actually. Just means I'll have longer running time. But this is just isopropyl alcohol. You can run it on meth. I know Laurie runs his on meth. I had isopropyl alcohol to hand. The instruction says isopropyl alcohol, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I will warn you, this does get loud, so when I run this up, I won't be talking because I'm just going to let you sit back and enjoy the majesty of it rushing away with itself. So not much more to say really about it. Am I happy with the purchase? Yes, definitely. I think it's a fun little thing to have. I will probably not run it all the time, but it's something to just have there. It's a bit of fun on a nice day. Just grab it out and fire it up. But anyway, without further ado, let's bring in our flame and light it up. Now, it does take about 2 minutes to start the process, get the air heated up in the cylinder. But once it's ready, all we have to do is turn this flywheel here, which will start the process, and it will run away with itself. So if you like the look of this, I'm not going to post links because you can find them all over TEMU, various prices. I don't want to give you a direct link and then by the time you go on there, there's someone else selling it for £3 or £4 less. You know, that's £3 or £4 of tat you could buy elsewhere. And on subject of tat, I do have some other, we'll start a little TEMU Tat series, I think, of other model railway, train, steam related stuff, and you will eventually, once I redecorate this back wall here, it's going into a nice neutral colour, and I have some signs to go up there that are also come from TEMU. Now, they're not really video worthy in and of themselves, so I'll probably just, you'll be able to see them in a future video. But with that all out of the way, I guess the only thing to say is thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'm going to leave you to watch this run for a couple of minutes. And other than that, thanks, as I say, for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.